And welcome to JTV Sports. I am Paul on the ball. And in basketball on Friday night at the Jeffrey Cames Arena in Virgin Gorda, the undefeated Let's Get It maintained their unbeaten record with a 92-65 victory over the Running Rebels. After the game, head coach of Let's Get It, Mr. Irvin Reds Telemac, pulled his team together and explained to them that the win will mean nothing if they do not come out and play big in next week's playoffs.
6-0, 7-0, 6-0, 6-0. But remember this here now, that gone. That don't mean nothing again, okay? Next step, playoffs. It don't make no sense, we win everything here, and then we go in the playoffs and we lay it out. Next step, playoffs. High intensity, let's get it basketball, and let's continue doing what we got. Playoff is a different level. We can rise a different level.
Coach Reg Telemac also spoke to JTV about the win and spoke about his prospects for the playoffs.
Well, basically, like I say, we came in and we tried to work on a game plan because this team wasn't as strong as the other teams. So we just tried to work on our game plan, get a little walkout in because the big thing is next week, playoff time against this same team. Come next week, I can play them a different game. I just wanted to feel them out, let my guys feel them out, and let's go from there.
You seem to be experimenting halfway through the game. Were you sort of using them to practice to play against other teams as well?
Yeah, we're trying to find different matches for when the starting five is not in the game. The best matchup for when we meet teams like Game Over or Young Gunners. So I kind of use these games to strategize for when I reach the bigger teams, basically.
So you're way ahead of the game?
Yeah, man. These games don't mean nothing to me. This is practice for me.
Meanwhile, Tremoy Bishop and Romain Massacre of the Running Rebels were embarrassed by the loss and will have to play Let's Get It in next week's playoffs yet again. The team will undergo lots of practicing this week, both boys explain.
The game was, on my case, the game was bad. We didn't get in transition, we didn't execute the basketball, we wasn't ready. We wasn't expecting them to come out heating and executing the basketball so good. We could have practice, execute plays, set screens and things. We wasn't doing that tonight.
This was embarrassing lose for we today. Come out to play hard and so when we come out with a loss, we didn't do enough boxing out. They catch too much fast break, too much foul and thing. We just hope next time lose the game against tomorrow, against Game Over for we to chance to get playoff spot.
In Game 2, the number 1 seeded team in this year's senior division, up to the time, had a comfortable win, 78-66, over Mad Talent. It was the man himself, Gary, the Glove Hillhouse, who showed up and played a big evening with 32 points and 10 rebounds, while he was ably supported by young William Penn Jr., better known as Shobi. The mastermind behind Up to the Time and coach Mr. Richie Morton, who has been telling JTV that his team is the team to watch, spoke about the game and success of his players and the playoffs upcoming.
Tonight was a very relaxing game for my guys going into the playoff. So right now we're hoping that we get first still so we can play against whoever. We don't really care because we are ready.
Realistically, with teams like Without a Doubt and Set It Off, how do you really feel up to the time competing against these big boys?
Well, same as usual. I don't know what to say. Set It Off, Without a Doubt. Don't bother me.
Anybody that come, you ready for them?
Anybody, I feel comfortable right now with what I have.
And local boy and coach of the Magics, Mr. Franklin Rasta Penn, explains why this year is one of the most intense playoffs in the league's history and wants to send a special invitation to one and all to come out for the sweet, sweet Summer Jam 2012 playoffs.
What I would love for the playoff is to see Up to the Time, East Rockers, Without a Doubt, and Set It Off. Those are the 4 big teams in the A-League.
Yeah, same thing here. It'll be a wonderful playoff.
There are 4 strong and powerful teams. So you're looking forward for anybody to win in the playoff.
He's right to that.
You understand?
Yep.
Those are the 4 big teams in the A-League. And come on, out fans. It's a lot to see, man. Come on, don't be afraid. Summer Jam 2012 is sweet. Sweeter than ever.
And on Saturday night, the big decider between East End and Without a Doubt, in which East End have to win to make the playoffs, lived up to its expectation, with East End winning with the narrowest of margins, 79 to 78. Let's have a quick look at some of the exciting plays.
Definitely John. Here comes the ball with the East. Number 4. A Gundam in the ball with the left hand. That's the roll. Taking it all the way down right on the middle here. 64 East. Here comes Boosie. Back over to Judah. Judah put 2 hands. Judah.
Head coach of the East Rockers, Mr. Cito Smith, finally came out to speak about the hard-fought game that evening.
I had confidence in the man them from the beginning of the game. Because I feel if they come play, they could win. You know, I don't feel nobody could, not to say they can't be beaten, but if they come play, you're going to have a competitive game.
Finally, proud coach of Without a Doubt, Mr. Danny Smith, made it quite clear that whoever meets him in the playoffs will pay for this night's loss. There'll be no lying down for Without a Doubt.
My opinion, it was a very competitive game. And like I said in the beginning, yes, I was on a 5-game winning streak. You feel hot when you lose a game, but that's the nature of the game. You win some, you lose some. But I say from the beginning of the tournament, the A division was this year, 2012, was a very competitive season because of all the teams being balanced out. And the game tonight, it was a real competitive game, but why, my opinion to all us, is what kept us in the game. We were really moving the ball beautifully, and at the end of the game, everybody just had a thought that I could have done it on my own, and it really don't happen like that. In order to make 2 points, we have to move the basket. If we know we're not going to get it, we have to put ourselves in a position to get a rebound. You know, we have to be there to assist our fellow players. We lose a game, but that's the nature of the game. If you love to win, you got to suck it up and get ready for the next game. And I going hot, red like fire on the playoffs. Whoever meet us, trust me, we're coming.
And for the record, Without a Doubt will play defending champions Set It Off on Saturday night, while on Friday the East will play Up to the Time. In the other matchups on Friday night, High Speed will play On a Mission, and Let's Get It play Running Rebels, while on Saturday night, Spartans will play Come to Defend, and Game Over play the Young Gunners. For JTV Sports, I am Paul on the Ball. Do be a great sport.